as Christians, we know that this life is not the final destination, that when we die, it's not over, right? After we die, we're eventually going to either make it to heaven or hell, right? So the New Testament makes it very clear that we shouldn't get caught up in this life, that we should keep our minds set on like the goal, like the end destination, right? In Matthew chapter 24, Jesus is talking about when he's going to come back a second time, that nobody knows it, not even himself, only the Father knows it, right? And he's giving us parables about how it's important to live every single day like he's coming back. So we're going to start with verse 44. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. And if that evil servant shall say in his heart, My Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour he is not aware of, and he shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So for me, I feel like this parable is talking about the good servant, the true Christian, like not the lukewarm, like the true Christian that's following Christ. He's going to live every single day like Jesus is coming back. He's going to be expecting him every single day. And when Jesus comes back and sees him doing what he's supposed to, Jesus is going to be proud, right? It's his good and faithful servant. But then someone that's lukewarm, or someone that is a Christian, and then it's like, oh, Jesus isn't going to come back for a while. I can live how I want to, I can live how I want to, and then when I'm older, I'll give my life to Jesus, right? Someone that isn't fully submitting themselves to Jesus and not fully living for him, Jesus is going to come back and be like, wow, you weren't prepared for me to come back, and look how you're living. You're living any way that you want to. So we shouldn't get distracted with this life and think that we can live any way that we want to. We should live every single day like Jesus is going to come back today. And it's not about being perfect, but it's about loving him, because he says in John chapter 14 verse 15, if you love me, keep my commands. So if we just keep God at the center of our hearts, we're going to live how he wants us to live. I hope this word helped you guys out. I love you guys. God loves you more.